Going on YouTube, it's your boy Haunted back with another video, and today I'm coming at y'all with another story. This is the story about how I drank a bunch of liquid oxy and all the homies was mad at each other about galaxy gas. So let's get right into this shit.
I'm trying to take all these jerks, but if I do it, I'll never die. Heart, it keep on beating, never won't slow down. I don't even know the reason. I wanna live, but I wanna stay. Still getting the best, they watch them play. I'ma tell her she real.
Alright boys, I just hit that nick and you already know what time it is. It's that mandatory card hit time. So everybody hit that card around the fucking whoever you guys are. Oh, that bitch tapping. Look, I'm cutting down my card hits so you guys don't have to listen to the whole shit. But anyways, let's get right into the story, guys. So this story takes place a couple months ago during me and Don's little fucking Whippet fucking party extravaganza, bro. And something you guys might not know or may know about Whippets is that they're not cheap, bro. And when we were doing this shit, we kind of wanted them like every day. Imagine our surprise when we've spent $200 this week. Probably like $300 as a squad, bro. I probably spent myself in this whole fucking shit like during this week probably like $100. Bro. Yeah, bro. Imagine me and John surprised when we're sitting there on the couch tapping blunts, just upset because we don't got a fucking tank. Now, if you don't know who John is, he's a character that I introduced in the previous story. John is basically like the Whippet mastermind, okay? Or he was at the time. I don't know if he still is. I haven't hung out with John in like a couple months though. So John, if you're watching this shit, I think he does actually know what my channel is. So if you're watching this shit, bro, I hope you're good. You know who you are. Anyway, bro, I ended up at John's house after spending the night at Don's house. After I spent the night at Don's crib, I said, and me and John were just sitting there on the couch just pissed off in the morning because we didn't have a fucking tank yet. But John says he has something else. He went to the bathroom or something, or I think he went in his room and he starts digging around. We hear him digging around in there, and he comes out with a pink cough syrup bottle. I'm like, Lit, what are we working with? He has to see it and he hands it to me and I look at it and it says liquid oxy and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? It's like, y'all can have some of this shit too. Here's the problem with John though, bro. John was the Whippet fiend, bro, but John also was not very greedy with drugs. Like, he was always helping out with everything like that. But John was a cool ass dude, but he always wanted to rip everybody's tank. But I don't even know why I'm sitting here talking like that, because we were all fucking like that. It was annoying as fuck. Okay, nigga would have just hit his own tank, bro. All of us would do this shit. We would have just been, hey bro, let me hit your shit. Like, bro, you are already high. He's not talking about one specific person either in the group, bro. This was all of us, literally. Specifically, me and John used to do this shit to each other all the time. I used to fucking do it to Don too, bro. Anyway, so we start pouring this shit up, right? We have a couple cups around the fucking crib just of this like fucking liquid oxy shit poured up in some fucking, it was fucking cotton candy Faygo, bro, because that's the best thing to pour up in, and hands down, if anybody wants to argue that shit with me in the comments, fucking you can argue it with me, bro. Cotton candy Faygo is the best thing to fucking pour up in the world. We also had pink lemonade cups of that shit, I'm pretty sure too. After we sipped like 75% of this fucking bottle, it was like towards the end of the day, we were sipping it, and bro, I remember, I had a couple cups of this shit to myself, like literally, I think I had like 2 cups of lemonade full of this shit, and I was sipping off a fucking like a bottle of Faygo full of this shit. Not really a big lean. I don't know if you would call this lean type of fucking person, bro. I don't know if you would call liquid oxy lean. I ain't gonna lie, on this occasion, bro, I was lean the fuck out, bro. I was sitting in a chair in the living room, just like literally my eyes was closed, my mouth was hanging open and shit. I was high as fuck. But yeah, like I said, I ended up getting some money. I ended up coming into some cash. Of course, the only thing I wanted was a fucking tank. So, I had another person that would fucking, give me these tanks, bro. And that's a story for another fucking day. I'm not even gonna get into it. But I ended up going with her and I fucking copped. Go back to John's house for a little bit, but I don't even open my tank, right? And I could tell John just wants to hit that bitch, right? And Don. But I'm like, bro, I'm taking this bitch home. I can't cap. And the homie Elijah had ended up pulling up for a little bit on this day, right? And we're sitting in his whip, right? I think he was serving the homie Don a fucking cart, honestly. 4 of us in the fucking whip. It's John, Don, me, and fucking Elijah. You decide to open my can and I let John fucking hit it, of course. I let him hit it a little bit, right? But John is not satisfied on this day, bro. I remember we had a whole fucking argument about this shit, bro. Also, I told John at some point that I would buy him a can, but this was not the can, bro. This shit was mine. Only half remember that because I was high off the fucking lean, bro. Hitting my shit a couple times in the fucking front seat with Elijah, right? Getting nice and fried, I guess. I just hear the car door behind me fucking slam. I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga John is just walking off, bro. And I'm like, bro, why? What is he mad for? Nah, honestly, I get why he was mad. That nigga poured up hella lean, bro. Honestly, I should have gave him more taps on my shit. Or fucking Elijah could have done the same thing, because I'm pretty sure he had a fucking triple berry tank too. But I was guarding my fucking strawberry banana tank with my life this day. John ends up leaving and Elijah ends up taking us back to our town. Me and Elijah live in the same town, and those two fools live in a different town. So Don ends up getting out the whip, and I don't know if he had to take himself, bro. Honestly, I don't think he did. We end up going back to town, and that's kind of the end of the story. But this motherfucker John was mad at me for like 2 weeks, but we ended up becoming like homies again. But this nigga was pissed, bro. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed the story, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that shit. And yeah, peace.